Hello and welcome to the PGL America's Minor Grand Final. This is it. It's been 4 days and now this is our last match. Immortals versus Cloud9. My name's James Duffield and I'm joined here on the desk for the last time, very sadly, Anders and Sponge. How are you guys doing?
We've made it, Duffer.
We have. Duffer was my in-game name.
Oh.
My whole life.
Yeah. Well, that was good.
That's good.
We're here. It's been a bit of a grueling 4 days, but results have gone as expected, I think, Anders.
Yeah, you can't really argue with that, can you? No. We thought maybe there was a chance maybe Luminosity could pull an upset or something, but didn't really work out that way. So, yeah, everything is on track now. Big question is what happens in the finals here. Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Well, let's see how these two teams got here to the grand final by looking at the playoff brackets here. We started off 2 days ago with these playoffs with Immortals, CLG, Cloud9 and Luminosity. And actually, as you say, these were the two teams, Immortals and Cloud9, that were sort of seeded. These were the invited teams. So in some ways we expected this, but it hasn't been a completely smooth ride to the grand final, has it?
No, not for Cloud9. They stumbled to Immortals, who's the only one who's really shown them anything. You know, that game was a bit of a slaughter on Train and Cache, and that wasn't so good for Cloud9 there. We did have CLG who looked good in a lot of different phases of the tournament, especially up against Cloud9 and Immortals, and they just faltered at some little hurdles that they had in the later sections of the matches, and that really hurt them in the end then going out in the loser bracket final. So Luminosity as well, they showed, you know, they're definitely another Brazilian team on the rise. Exciting stuff from those guys. Yell, to me, was a bit of a standout.
Yeah.
Your mate Shoes.
Shoes, I like shoes.
Shoes was good too.
Shoes, shiz,
small
shaz.
shoes,
Small
baby
socks.
shoes. Yes. But I think it's been really interesting. Something that I have sort of that's a bit of a question, I guess, we need to talk about with this one is the fact that this final determines seeding, right? And it determines seeding into a Swiss format, which means it's mostly the first game that it's going to impact.
Yeah. So really, in the Swiss format, the seeding, in my opinion, isn't that big of a deal. Yeah. Right. You might get a favorable matchup depending on that seed, regardless. Right. So I'm not going to delve too deep into that, but yes, I think more so for Cloud9, they're playing to beat Immortals on LAN. That's a big one for them. Yeah. A little bit of extra prize money. That's another one. They've already booked their spot at the major qualifier, so that's huge. And I think, you know, for them moving forward, this would be a good mental hurdle to get over. If Cloud9 can take this one, that's fantastic for them. For Immortals, to keep this win, to keep that over Cloud9's head, that's huge. So for both teams have something to play for here, other than just the prize money in first place.
Nice.
And of course, this is the first time we see Immortals for today. So let's have a quick look through their lineup on the screen right now. Who's been impressing you guys this weekend in particular?
Yeah, the newest edition KNG, he's looked really fiery and he's been able to find a lot of space and make a lot of plays within the structure, and they've been relatively random, some of the things I've seen him do. For me, the main standout, the one who I want to tote as the biggest star, the one grinding through for these boys is Lucas. I think he's just been a rock, and he gets up to 25 frags in a game and you don't even see him do it because he's just slowly chipping away, 2 frags here, 2 frags there, getting impact frags on that CT side. A lot of entry frags. I was having a look at his stats before. I think he's had a lot of impact this tournament.
I love to see this, by the way. I love to see these huddles and bolts sticking his...
Putting his shirt on as well. That's always good.
Yeah.
The org will be happy with that.
What are they going to be saying to each other now here?
They're going to be saying, vamos.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after they all say, obrigado.
Okay, just those 2 words. What? Like
that's all I know.
Pretty specific.
That's all I know in Brazilian.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
yeah. I didn't pick up that much while I was there, but I got those 2 down pat. So
how long were you there for?
When we did the EPL finals last year, so a week.
You're there for a week. 2 words. Not bad. Not too bad.
Thank you. But it's always good. These guys, the Brazilian teams are always very fiery, right? They like to get fired up with those huddles, and it's something which carries them through games. Immortals, I've said, are one who are extremely momentum-based, and that's definitely been the case in this tournament. They've been able to run away with matches based off of that. I like Bolts as the in-game leader. I think he plays better as the in-game leader. I think it frees up Steel, who's been impressing me more so this tournament. And now with all the other pieces, maybe, you know, one can be the main shot caller and one can always chip in, and then you have Zach as the coach helping. So they have a nice structure now of people who can give advice and help with the in-game leading when things get messy.
Yeah, they don't seem to suffer from what we were criticizing Cloud9 for, which is this whole problem of having Stewie be a super explosive player. It seems like Immortals are more of a reasonable team in that sense that, you know, obviously you do want Henny to get all the flashy shots, but if they doesn't, then, you know, they have a plan B, it feels like. So
yeah, and they have more playmakers than just Stewie, right? We do say Cloud9 has that automatic factor, but for me, almost every player on the Immortals roster can make a clutch, can make a big play happen, and we've seen that over the course of this event. When you do look at Cloud9 right here, the man in the middle, automatic, he's been chipping away. He was the in-game leader, but he swapped roles again with Stewie, so this has gone back and forth a few times now. In the last game that we saw, it did look like a different system was coming out. They looked more disciplined, this Cloud9 unit. And Skadoodle, once again, pulling out huge clutches. He's been a bit of a resurgence for him in this tournament.
Yeah, he's been very impressive, right? Yeah, like, but he's not the only one, though. Like, he's been doing a lot of, like, clutches and stuff, but they've all, across the board, they've been...
And you're never going to hear this probably ever again. He has been the consistent factor over the majority of the Cloud9 matches.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, he's been just having a lot of input, especially in those clutch scenarios. I don't know why he's got his head in his hands right now.
Is he okay there? He looked pretty...
Just meditating, probably.
Maybe getting his chi down.
Yeah, it could be. I always talk about E-League when we played Cloud9. I remember walking past Nothing, and he was getting ready before the game, and he was doing a lot of stretches and stuff, so that's his pre-game ritual. I don't know what Skadoodle's was. I didn't see him praying.
I actually saw that before the last match when we went to the player cams there. He was... going around and like helping people with stretches and things.
Who? Jordan?
Nothing. I saw Jordan, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I thought it was
good
quite
idea.
cool.
Just like touching people?
Well, yeah, but in a good way.
Oh, the most friendly way.
Yeah.
He has a way in to do it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Not the Bill Crosby way. Cosby.
Yeah, okay, vetoes.
Yes.
Vetoes.
Let's get off that topic.
Let's move on to the veto. Here we go. I was about to say what we're expecting, what to expect, but now we know Immortals choose Mirage, not Miracle, and Cloud9 choose Inferno.
These bans are the same as we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
Immortals have to remove Nuke, and Cloud9 pretty much have to remove Overpass. The picks are a little bit different. Yesterday we saw Train and Cache, and this time Immortals have picked Mirage, which I think is a risky one because I don't mind Cloud9 on Mirage. And then this is good. This is one that I like. The fact that Cloud9 have opted to play Inferno. They looked really good on it. And I think, you know, that G2 win that they had, they should consider that their best map. So I'm surprised they didn't pick it yesterday. I'm surprised they went for Train. They looked hopeless on Train yesterday. So not seeing that in the pool inspires me with a lot of confidence. And I'm going to say it, Anders, this is going to be a 3-mapper.
Well, first one of the weekend.
Time.
Yep.
Yeah.
First and last.
My God. I might actually join on board with that. I was going to say something different, but now that I see the maps, I think it could be interesting. Yeah, that Inferno pick has given me some hope for Cloud9.
I still think Immortals will win.
Yes, I'm on that boat too. I was going to say 2 Immortals before that, but Inferno, yeah.
How convincing do we think it will be?
Well, if it's a 3-mapper, I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I think Cloud9 can get up in their losses to where they did in the 8, 9, 10 round realm. And I think they're going to be coming out with a lot more explosiveness from everybody on the team. Like I've been saying, I like the fact that we're seeing the backbone of Shroud, Skadoodle, and Nothing all doing work, right? I would say that Nothing is more the flex. He's able to be aggressive and be quite passive and knows how to moderate in between the two. And then Automatic and Stewie, they're off the chain. They're doing whatever they want. I like that. I like that mix, and we saw that better today. And we also saw that in a T-side system, which inspires me with confidence that they can perform better on those T-sides. So I think it's going to be closer than their first matchup. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Anders, before we jump straight into Mirage?
No, not really. I think I echo pretty much what Chad's been saying. I think it's going to be one hell of a game, and I look forward to it.
Cool. We'll jump back into it after this map, but now we go straight over to our commentators for this first map and all of the maps, really. It's Henry G and Sadakist.
So I don't know why the other 6 teams bothered to try qualifying, because you all suck. The 2 invited teams are in the final and you're not.
It's true. As expected, we thought these 2 would be in the final. They've both qualified for the major qualifier itself. Do you put much weight into this game? Do you think it's going to change the result, considering they've
There's 50 grand on the line.
Of course, but I do feel like there's less pressure now because Navi's money.
Yeah, the ultimate goal is the major. Definitely less pressure, but ultimately I think both these teams will still want to win because I don't see both of them making it through to the major. Maybe one of them. They want to continue on with that form. I favor Immortals.
I just think it could... I'm quite excited for that prospect, though, because that means we could see better CS out of Cloud9. They won't be so kind of nervous,
I don't know if you'll see better, but you'll see flashier.
Flamboyant CS.
Yeah.
That could be. That's what I'm looking for today. That could be cool, because obviously Immortals, he seem like a much better CS team. But hopefully Cloud9 can step up to the plate.
I was kidding, by the way. You don't all suck.
Okay.
You just didn't do that well.
We'll get into it, shall we?
Some people can't take jokes, I've learned, so I have to backtrack on my jokes now. You know?
All of them?
Yeah, usually. Otherwise, I'll get, a gun to my head. Automatic and Stewie starting off playing inside of the B side. Automatic takes down Lucas. He continues on that. That's a bit aggressive considering they had the first pick, and they're still rushing the position. There's no rotations yet in position overall, but Stewie's not accounted for as Automatic had gone up. They didn't expect him to be there. He finds 2 of his own. Henny the second. And inside of the site, well, you can count him up. He's got 3.
Certainly has. What a lovely display that was from Stewie. We've got KNG, who was on the other side of the map. His team rushed towards B. He was in the A apartments, actually, at the start of the round. And now he seems very far removed from the situation. I think he was just designed to stop the rotations coming for the backstab. And now he's up against it. 3 versus 1. Bomb down in the middle of the site. Got very little chance to make anything happen here. P2000 picks up. And he will just be watching the kitchen for now. No real reason for the CTs to go exploring. So he can wait there all he wants. I don't think anyone will be walking to this crosshair.
Be nice if someone did, for his sake. They just all walked into it. If you pressed a button and it was just like a magnet, and they all got sucked into the gun.
That's a new feature they're working on.
I mean, let's not give them any ideas. KNG is going to work his way in now, at least. So it'll give us something to talk about for the next, I don't know, we'll say 5 seconds, maybe 6. Gives us definitely something to talk about. He could still isolate them here. They've got a peak position that they want to try and use to cut him off, and he finds the shot over top of the van. He's got it down to a one-on-one. He now knows where Skadoodle is. He's had to clutch this so many times, but he just barely gets the bomb. He doesn't even need it. What a clutch from KNG.
That's unbelievable. How has he done that? KNG walks into the site with the P2000. They've got the trifecta of Doom map. That was the perfect setup. That's everything you needed. Stewie did all the hard work at the start. He got the 3 kills, and my God, that was brilliant. We haven't seen much of KNG in CSGO, but that was unbelievable. We thought he was so out of that round. He gets 1 kill in the middle, thought, okay, yep, 5 more seconds, am I going to frag here? I didn't think he could get that bomb. Just about gets it, but it wasn't required whatsoever. And Skadoodle got blown out of the water along with the rest of Cloud9. They will be forced by in the second round. That's going to be gutting for them. They're certainly a team that can tilt off the planet. But Shroud, he's still fighting back. Takes down Henny over 1 dig. 5 on 4. They will be committing towards B, it seems. So a lot of work to do here for the CT side. But they've got a chance in this one now.
Chance indeed. For the Deagle from Automatic to find Bolts. Similar setup inside of B with Stewie and Otto, but it's still going to be kills going the way of, I take it back, KNG. He gets Automatic down. He's on 3 HP. Lucas has gone even lower, and they've got to be so careful. The HP is not great for Cloud9, but they've got numbers. They can set crossfires. Lucas is on 5, KNG's on 3. Single bullets will do it. Shroud just barely lands them before going down. Tombstone.
Oh, no.
But he's just killed his teammate. He cleanly, Lucas should still go down because Stewie's in the right position, but he cleanly just killed his teammate.
That would be, imagine that. They actually lose the round from that. Nothing even typed in chat. Phew. Because that would have been so heartbreaking for them. Very close, and that's why I hate these B commitments on the second round anti-ecos. You have no idea you're running into. It's such a tight choke point with a straight line corridor. The Deagle's going to be stepping up in those positions. Stroud gets the first shot. They don't fall back. They fully commit to it. Rotations come in, and they get locked down. That's a bit of a misplay from Immortals, I'm afraid. To be round number 3, they will be force buying, of course, and we know what kind of pattern CSGO can deliver in terms of these force buys. So the Eagles, Tech 9s, a couple of smokes to work with. 4 sets of armor as well. This looks like an A execution for now. We have got 4 players. Make it 3 now in the A apartments. A couple of smokes towards the A side, presumably. But 3 players for the CT side there. 1 flashbang will come over. That'll be thrown by Henny. He's got the Desert Eagle. So for now, try and bleed out any utility from the CTs. Wait as long as you possibly can. When you think it's the moment to strike, smokes will go in. I assume just a smoke towards jungle. And the steps, and then the flashbang will come momentarily. There are the smokes. Here comes a flash. Can he get anything done now?
Decent play, Skadoodle, but Lucas gets the shot back. It's fortunate that Cloud9 won the second round after being robbed of the pistol. And it's stolen away. Now they'll find their second round with only losing Stewie. Yeah, this could be a drawn-out affair, this series. This could go 3.
Yeah, it's weird we've had a whole tournament with no third map throughout. And I guess
yeah, we jinxed it.
It's kind of one of those things, right? This is one of the few CSGO events we've had where there hasn't been any major upsets, right? Every team we think's going to win actually has gone on to do so quite convincingly. There's been a few overtimes here or there, but I think the correct team has won each instance every time, and that's quite rare for a CS event, I have to say. So it's quite nice in that sense, I guess. But round number 4, Immortals, after taking a little tech pause, I think this could take a while. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like it might be another headset issue. But they will be fully kit this round. So in terms of that, it's going to be PT50s and maybe a couple of flashbangs. That'll be about it. But Cloud9, after losing that devastating pistol to KNG, have bounced back. I still stand by the decision from Immortals towards B in the second round anti-eco to just not even a rush, a contact in towards B. It's so dangerous to even attempt that. You want us to be doing a full default, try and take down one pick. That's the objective. Hold the choke points, wait for any aggression to come in. Utilize all the grenades you have. Smoke off some key areas, trade frags, instead of going 1 by 1 towards B. That was shocking. This is the grand final. For anyone who's not aware, these two teams are both now qualified for the major qualifier. That will be happening in a few weeks' time, I believe. A couple of weeks, 3 weeks. And at this stage, this is just playing for the prize money, which is still a large chunk of change, right? 50k total. Winner takes the lion's share. Be nice for Cloud9 to say they've won a tournament recently. It's been a while.
Yep.
I think the Pro League Finals was probably the last round they won.
That is the last. Yeah, I don't think there's any domestics that they won. They might, maybe. Oh, Subaru Cup? That was online, though. Yeah. So, yeah, that's... Yeah. So that's that, then.
Here we go. And pause comes in, and then Cloud9 call a pause. So, they got technical issues now. That might be the case. But it looks like we're back into it now. Like I said, round number 4, this is the eco. Immortals didn't really get much done. On the little force buy there, the Tech-9s with the PT-50s, a couple of smokes. Quite an obvious strategy. Didn't really find a single frag. Stewie mowed them down with the M4A1S. All rifles now for Cloud9. Shroud just to notice on the FAMAS, but should be absolutely fine. Unarmored opponents in front of him, automatic. He wants a slice of eco pie. Maybe bites off more than he can chew as he has to fall back at this point, but recovers quite nicely.
Eco pie.
That's quite good, wasn't it?
Well, how does it taste?
I don't know. I didn't really think that deep into it. It just sounded like a good thing in my head for the split second. Feel free to use it if you want.
I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass on that one. I'll take the puppy nosh instead.
Yeah, I've heard that's quite good. Yeah.
It is. Chad doesn't like it, but Chad doesn't like anything.
Well, I think I ruined it for him. I told him there was ice cream inside. I've only ever seen you eat it.
Oh.
And I thought, that looks like ice cream. I said, yeah, it's got ice cream in it.
Why didn't you ever have one?
Never had it. I don't really do desserts that much.
Fair enough. Both of you are weird people.
That's true.
Shot flashes in. Steel hangs out. Smoke goes beyond Steel, so he's keen to the fact that he could actually get a peek without being expected, but Shroud still manages the kill. Deep smoke sometimes is to the benefit of a T if they're inside of the position, but Nothing's got a great shot on a bolt. Cloud9's hitting all the shots so far. I've been quietly impressed with Nothing this tournament. He's had some really big games for his team when the other players have not turned up whatsoever. He's looked great, and this is another fantastic round from him. 5 players surviving now. This is Immortals pick, remember, as well, so this is a rough start for them. There's going to be a kill in return there from Henny. Finds a kill in toward the connector, and he gets 2 overall, but that's a position given away now. 1 minute remaining in the 3 versus 1. Smokes himself out from connector. Now he pretty much has to go towards B, but the bomb's down top of mid. Plenty of time to work with, but unfortunately, Stewie shuts him down. He was waiting for him. Top of middle, and I'm sure we'll get the replay from Nothing. That looks fantastic from him. Like I mentioned, it seems like he's had a return to form just when his team needs it. Yeah, very nice. Pick up some Nothing. So it now goes Cloud9 another round with guns. That time Immortals couldn't accomplish anything. They'll go back to Tech-9s, Deagles, P250s. And 1 flashbang. P quarter change. Which is gone. Yep, 1 flashbang. And a bomb. They have a bomb. Yeah, don't leave that at home. Good shot. That was easy. I could see that one coming a mile away. Slow picks into it, then stands up. Yeah, Bolts just clicks it. You shouldn't really walk around corners. Yeah, sure you want to be quiet, but it's not like you're going to have the surprise factor. He's there. He's there. Nothing recovers the dose. So does automatic. He loves getting towards top of middle here, and once again gets taken down. But he's got the bomb down, and KNG's on 4 HP. Absolutely fine here. Skadoodle, another player that's been performing out of his mind recently. Like the game you just casted as well, he looked fantastic. Some of the clutches he was pulling off, and he's been doing that all tournament, to be fair, as well. It's been a nice return to form. I didn't cast the last game. You didn't? No. Oh, I was on the desk. Oh, there you go. Well, that's what I saw you talking about it then. That's fine. Yeah, I was talking about it.
I was just kind of like asleep. I was trying to charge myself up for this game.
It's true. In a corner, when there's a whole other room full of couches that's dark and lights off, you could have just gone there instead of sleeping on the floor.
Well,
but, you know, it's fine. 4 AWPs in play. Double up again, T side. This has been a frequent occasion and occurrence for both CLG, to be fair, in this tournament, but mostly Immortals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I'd be getting out of there if I was automatic. Just barely does. Lost the angle, goes back for it. Steel gets caught off. Well done. I'll give him credit for that.
That's kind of sick from him. Not known to be an AWPer, but automatic manages to find the first pick. And Cloud9 coming to life there. Nice refrag, though, from Bolts from the apartments. 4 on 3, though. Ooh, make it a 3 on 3 as Bolts and Lucas chiming it together.
That didn't need to happen. Automatic's gotten out of a situation, a sticky situation with a rather catchy play down below. They've just gotten a kill over on A. It's only one traded back, and then he pushes middle.
Yeah, that definitely did not have to happen. He's been at the top middle almost every single round so far. Ooh, nice little gap there for Lucas to work with.
Pretty narrow, though, and where it's looking, I don't think he can see past the stairs.
We've got high graphics on, so it might be a different view, but...
Fair enough. Yeah, but I don't think the angle gives him much. I don't think he can see past the stairs. I think you can only see the sandwich, so no one really there. Bolts, Lucas versus Shroud, who's bleeding out. Have to take some Psycho Caparon to coagulate his blood. Allow it to clot. And then the other two. Nothing in Skadoodle. Not as eventful for them. Not much I can say.
Well, they'll be holding up for now. 30 seconds. The bomb makes its way to the A site. Currently in sandwich on the back of Lucas. They want to find the next pick here. Nothing could get caught out. He gets some information towards middle, but his teammates both towards the B side. Shroud there and Skadoodle in the kitchen. So the bomb should be planted in the default position. CT seem to be aware at this point. Bomb does go down. They've got kits and 2 orbs in the retake. Shroud on the orb. Not known to be an AWPer. Let's see if he can find anything here.
Bomb continues to tick. That gap is getting more and more useful over time. And he's made it work. Bolts. Low HP as well.
Here he comes.
He gets down Shroud, but Skadoodle gets one back. It's an op versus an op, and it's inside of the box. He's going to hold that. Done. He's already won. Lucas doesn't get there. He's realized it too late as well. Sorry, Lucas.
It's the most anticlimactic clutch ever, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
that really is.
It's just like, well, I'll just come touch the bomb. You're not even going to try and attempt to take it. Obviously, for anyone who's not like familiar with professional CS, that might look really strange, but it takes 5 seconds to defuse a bomb, right? And the usual play is touch the bomb, bait out the terrorist, and the idea is that you can take him down when he walks out of position. But AWPer on the T side there is thinking, okay, he's not going to be full defused, and no one ever does that. And the idea, you kind of bleed him out, make him panic, then he touches the bomb again, then you have the advantage. But full defuse, Skadoodle had no information as to where he was, might as well go for it. It was a bad position, took a bit of a gamble, it works out for him. 6-1. Immortals, I say they should be winning that round, but unfortunately for them, Skadoodle finds another clutch. Good nades to be apartments, so still a buy here available for Immortals. KNG, he is a very strong AWPer, it seems. He takes that automatic towards the B apartments, burning alive slightly there, but got the man advantage for now. Nothing. Aggressive towards middle, but taken down. Same story for Stewie as well. This is almost guaranteed Immortals round at this point, but Skadoodle is still alive. He seems to be finding 1-on-5 clutches all over this tournament. So a chance for Immortals to slow it down now. Don't have to fully commit, but that should guarantee things. But here he comes. Skadoodle once again, throwing his AWP off the side, I guess.
There's another one there. Oh, he'll get rid of that one too. And is there a third one? Yeah, there is.
Ooh. I see.
He's a nifty player. Keeping all the ops. That's one way to do it.
If he's super smart, right? I guess he knows
just
what
throw
to say.
The third one
if
too.
If he just wants to get die and then throw that away, because now they don't get a double orbs. They love playing that setup.
Yeah, so they'll get one out of these. But yeah, you're right. He could have just thrown them all away and then been like, done, whatever, have fun. Because they've got money, but Skadoodle is the high roller. He's going to drop for automatic in this. He's going to have to. I have to say, Henry, the more I've looked at this HUD over the weekend, the more I've gotten used to it, the more I love it. It's actually really good.
It is lovely.
You just got to get used to it. Once you get used to it, it's spot on.
Yeah, really, really cool. I do like it a lot. Skadoodle that final kill. Still have another buy here for Cloud9, their final load. They love this aggression towards middle, doing it once again. I mean, I'm a fan of it, but it seems to be a little bit predictable right now. It's always Stewie and automatic at the top here. Flashbang presumably going to be coming in, but timing works out perfectly once again. Now they just need to stay alive. They've got the first 2 picks up the map. No one needs to overcommit. This is a mistake they've been making after getting this advantage. They still want to battle here. Nothing. Punished for it. No real reason for him to go to that pick in the open. No one with him as well. Shroud maybe could have backed him up at that point as well, but 4 and 3. Good nade to KNG. Number 9, and Cloud9 looking to fully reset Immortals. So they did keep a significant amount of players alive in the previous round, 4 to be exact, but KNG finds another frag, automatic refrags him down. 3 on 2 now, Steel and Bolts trying to make everything happen here in round number 9.
Into the corner at the top of mid-stairs. Automatic's going to push out through Palace. Good find on Bolts.
It's been a bit of a brawl of this game so far.
It has. Cloud9's been taking most of the fights, but Steel gets a headshot in return. This is him dead, though. That's a cool angle from Stewie as well.
Yeah, well read. He's in a safe position, and if he comes to that particular spot, he can spray him down. Yeah, Cloud9, they just seem unrelenting with their pushes. Just want to keep going and challenging middle. They're finding the frags. They got 2 at the start there, but they don't want to give up at that point. Nothing's still challenging towards the A ramp, and their money's quite fragile right now. Need to be quite careful there. And I think we have a pause coming from Immortals. Remember, this is their map. So it's not going too well so far. Still early days, going to round number 10, 7-2 in favor of the North American squad. This would be a nice bounce back from them after getting absolutely smashed by Immortals in the earlier stage of the tournament. 2-0, really convincing scorelines as well. I think Cloud9, just to win this tournament, just to help them as they progress with this team. This roster's been together quite a long time now. This particular 5 must be, what, like close to a year now? And hasn't really delivered apart from that one amazing performance at Pro League Finals where it seems like the stars is completely aligned for them. I think it's been pretty underwhelming since that particular event, but seems to be getting better and better. Once again, aggressive. Stewie taken down. This is what we are looking for. Like we said, the pressure somewhat released. Now they've both qualified, so looking for some fast-paced Counter-Strike. We're certainly getting it. Automatic should be going down as well. Steel finds him. Very patient stuff, waiting for the CC reaction, and they get it. 5-on-3.
He's just been pushing everywhere so frequently.
Both of them have. It's that tag team combo. Stewie and Automatic is getting a good spawn. Said, just want to go underpass. Yeah, sure. Which I like. Don't get me wrong. Keeps things exciting.
Well, Shroud will get pushed up now, and this is one and done. Typically, but they're close enough together, you know. He might be able to spray down 2. KNG's gone. He's just timid to run because he's expecting someone else to be close. We've got a cool view model bug at the top.
The old sticker.
The old sticker. Good play, Shroud. Shroud goes loud and proud. And it's going to be nothing that takes down Bolts.
I'm happy with that with Shroud.
Are you?
Yeah, like he's a controversial player recently with his future plans. I'm sure he's sticking around until the major itself if they get there. But that was actually a really nice play from him. Good reaction, gets himself, like you said, 1 dumb position, gets 3 in total, and saves the round for his team after more aggressive stuff from Stewie and Automatic. It seemed like the round was done and dusted, as you would say, but 5-on-3 equates to a Cloud9 victory. 8-2, that should be the money completely eradicated for Immortals. They have 2K per player, and they've got a technical pause at this point as well. So in terms of the buy, maybe just a couple of PC50 second save loss bonus. Stewie brings out the MP9. I heard you guys talking about the TMP earlier.
TMP?
Yeah.
Better than TMZ. Take that, Perez Hilton.
Yeah. But we'll see whether it's a gun we don't really see that much these days. We'll see whether they can line up a score with it. Perfect scenario for it. They won't have armor. Maybe some PT50s or a Deagle or something like that. It's going to be Stewie, presumably just aggressive once again.
Technical issues for Immortals. The one thing I will say, this is my one complaint. Microphone issues, by the way.
Okay. What's your one complaint?
No, well, it's just when they put up like the pauses and the technical, I put that in the middle. Because now I can't see Skadoodle and Shroud's info.
I just love it. It just started sliding over.
Yeah, I think it's very cool.
it just did that, and as you said it. But yeah, I guess you're right. Is there space for it at least?
It's fine. I don't know why I made that a public thought, but I did.
It's not like you to speak your mind.
You know, I just speak. Typically, my mind is the only thing I have to speak about.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully we'll resolve these technical issues. But this is a bit scary for Immortals, right? Cloud9 will be moving on to Cash, I believe, next as well. Oh, no, it's Inferno, I beg your pardon. It's Cash to decide, I think. So Inferno is their map pick. We haven't seen a whole ton of Inferno this event. It's been one of those maps that hasn't really appeared, maybe twice in total. Same story for Nuke. I don't think Nuke was played once, which kind of makes sense. This kind of tier CS, it's one of those maps that, unless you really mastered it, it's really difficult to play. But Cloud9, remember, I think it was the Starlight, they actually beat VP on that map. It's the map that
I wonder if Chad could tell us the map count from the CIS miner and the Asian miner comparative to the North American miner.
That'd be interesting.
Thanks, Chad. I expect a report on my desk after map 1.
Beaver reports coming in. But round number 11. So this should be a fully, like I said, a couple of PT50s, no body armor from what I can see, and no flashbangs. Should be quite an easy round. Stewie He'll be wanting to get a go to this round with that MP9. He can farm some cash and try and boost his bank balance, because the money's not great for Cloud9. They'll need to guarantee they keep all 5 players alive, and definitely guarantee they save that AWP as well. Skidoodle heads towards the window and is going to follow Stewie quickly. He's going towards the A ramp, looking like he wants to push as well. Maybe a flash over, get some intel, and maybe a frag at the same time. They're kind of lined up for him. There's the flash. Might want to fall back at this point. He knows they're kind of set up and ready and waiting.
Stewart's going to smoke. Oh, and push it.
Why?
That's so Stewie, isn't it?
He's just trying to show off, it looks like. There's no real reason for that. You know they're there, and they've seen you. You've given a weapon away.
What was that thing James Bardoff said that everyone loved? This is not...
right, that.
ESCA rank S, is that what he said?
Yeah, that's exactly what
This is not rank S!
I don't know why he's doing that. I guess like, the round's still secure, sure, but like I said, the money's fragile right now. You do not need to end it by yourself then and there. That's not a game-changing play. That's just a bit foolish. Skidoodle recovers it though. KNG called out.
It's not the first time I've seen a teammate make a foolish decision today.
No?
No, Sergio Perez was an absolute moron in the F1 race.
I missed it.
Nothing. Holding off from CT. Gets a good shot on the Henny. Automatic will take down Lucas, so the pistols won't do much. The MP9 won't matter. I mean, he has the MP9. As you said, it's not a big deal, but it's not that well advised.
No real reason to save it. Doesn't bring much to the T side, I'm afraid. Arguably worse than the Mac 10 in most scenarios.
Chad's such a cheater. All he did is took a picture. So it was Mirage. Nuke was played 6 times in the CIS minor.
Any nukes?
Nuke was played 6 times in the CIS minor.
Mirage. Sorry.
Yeah, Mirage was played 8. Train for overpass was the least.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Chad. Glad someone else did your homework for you.
Well,
Still expect the report.
double AWP set up now for Cloud9. One of the most deadly double AWP duo. Stewie can be quite proficient with it, but Skidoodle, he's been the MVP in terms of the AWP for Cloud9 so far. Very good. And in terms of his clutch potential as well, he's certainly kind of rolling back the years to his kind of 2015 form, it seems. Looks very, very impressive. It's going to be a push towards top and middle once again. Automatic waiting to get flashed in, it seems. We'll see whether he can do it again. How many times will he get away with this? Oh, this could be perfect, Matt. Look at that.
Apparently people think he said FPL, but I don't know why James would say that. He doesn't work for Face. Automatic takes down Henny. Lucas takes down Automatic in turn. That's another aggressive play in mid. Nothing's going to watch his back. Lucas finds him from top mid as well.
This is really assertive stuff from Cloud9. They're actually taking the game and dictating the pace. They're Immortals, are a team who love to do that themselves. They have to stick together, choose where they're going on a map, and just brute force bomb sites. And they're not having the opportunity to. Cloud9 is in their face every single round. Shroud in a decent position as well. That's almost a guaranteed frag from him, is it not? Oh, apparently not. Because Steel finds him, and now they've got a real chance here. Double AWP set up. Skidoodle, if he hits one of these shots, probably going to win the round. There it is. And second comes in as well. That's not too bad. Stewie with the flank. And it's going to be another round for Cloud9. 10-2. Fourth save loss bonus means they get $2,900. No plants going down. We only had one plant this entire game. So
that's actually ridiculous.
Yeah. They've won the pistol so far. And they've had
and
one
the pistol
gun
came out of a ridiculous clutch as well.
Yeah, right. They didn't really deserve that. I guess obviously he did amazing work, but it's not like they did a convincing strategy to actually get the round in the bag. That's a bit of an anomaly. So they've significantly dropped off to what we saw in the last time these guys played some best of 3 in this tournament. Another eco. Partial buy. The maximum loss bonus coming in next round. Rush B. Good work out for them. Shroud to receive the first pick. Fluffs them.
Good play, Automatic to pull one back, but he gets caught out because KNG's already made his way into the site from the apartments. So, that means they get a bomb plant down just after you said that they didn't get very many. Well done. They've proved you wrong.
Have they?
And anyone who does that deserves praise. Stewie's going to work his way in AWP. Flames don't quite reach the corner, so he goes on them, but nearly gets caught with a smoke out. Skidoodle instead burns Henny alive, and he starts to head in with the pistol to try and find an additional kill up against Bolt. Swings around to catch out KNG, probably the wise play, but a Tech 9, and they're both in front of them on top of the ball. Bolt still has a chance. Can just barely see the edge of Skidoodle. He's desperate to try and hit him, and he's got them both. Take that, Cloud9.
Oh, God. That's a perfect example of how much the double AWP setup can be a blunder if you get caught in those clutch situations. The pistol there with the advantage. One has to go for the full defuse. The bomb was ticking away. And you can see, I think the flames just touched Henry. That's when he went down. And Bolts probably can't believe his luck there. That's pretty significant. I think Shroud had to do better at that point. When you know they're going to be eco or like a force buy, you're better off just chucking incendiary at the start, just to deny that rush, and you can get some information. Didn't really utilize any of his grenades at the start of the round. Overwhelmed, didn't get a single kill. Automatic pulled one back, but that was about it. And now Immortals have a real chance to get back into this game. You can see the money significantly affected for Cloud9 here. They've got Mag 7s, Deagles, and an M4. Skadoodle with it all, but no armor to accompany it. So
meanwhile, in Asia, Nuke has played twice.
Okay.
Carry on. Nothing. Flash in. Oh, he does it better than Stewie. Take that. How's the highlight now? Flashes himself out.
It's not bad.
Stewie was watching it too because he already died. And maybe that's why he did it. He said, hey, Stuart, let me show you.
I got you.
This is how you do it. This is why I have the manliest beard on Cloud9.
B is the right place to go right now. Only Shroud there with the Deagle. Very unlikely he hits his shot unless they walk. Oh, here we go, though. Oh, if he had any other weapon, this would be so sick.
Yeah, M4 would be amazing.
He's like, everyone's there.
But Shroud's been tagged. Shroud's been tagged, and they're still looking away. He's actually in the right spot. KNG goes down, but he's not going to anticipate. Whoa! He's hit him with the smoke and everything. That's pretty cool. I love it.
Any other weapon would have been so ideal there, but it's going to be nothing dropped as well. That should be the round concluded. Scar misses the player crossing over there, but Flashbang somehow doesn't get him. Can't hit the shot. 30 seconds. No bomb down yet. Skadoodle's been a nemesis in these clutch situations, and this could be yet another.
They're going to try and take the bomb back to A.
I think he's heard it.
Bomb's going away. Skadoodle, stuck inside the smoke, though, has a pincer effect in place because he's watched off from Checker. Yep, if he watches Connector, he could catch Henny running to the site. Oh, yes, he could.
He still has to
I think Henny's smart. Yeah, Henny's very smart, and that fact that he's gone inside to the wall, crosses over behind the box. Lucas will watch ladder room. Scar's thinking of every possible angle that can possibly be threatened from right now.
Yeah.
But he's got to back away. So Immortals will pick up number 4, and the money goes low again for Cloud9. Chance they can start to get some rounds. Maybe. I would say they make this... Yeah, I'd say they make this 10-5. I think they're going to do it. I'm going to say it, Henry.
Yeah, it looks like it. Money will be pretty desperate for Cloud9, so that's why Skadoodle has to save this weapon. Oh, actually, he might not do it. He will not. Lucas finds him. So this is almost guaranteeing the 10-5 for Immortals, and it looks like they are back into this game. Basically off that B rush with the pistols. That's what did it. That tipped the scales, and Shroud have just got one kill against the B rush. Maybe they could have had such an overwhelming first half. But this gets Immortals now back in a pretty promising situation. If they win the pistol in the second half, it's a CT side of map. They could be right back into it. So the final buy comes in. It's not the most promising. 3 CZs, a Mag 7, and Shroud with the only rifle here. He's got the M4A4. KNG trying to get his first pick in the middle. He knows he's got a bit more room to work with considering the money situation on the CT side.
So back away. It's looking rather toasty. I was thinking we should brew some Molotov cocktails tonight.
I mean, you can.
I'm on the 9th floor. Just toss and watch the cool colors it makes on the road below.
I'm going to advise against it.
Yeah, listening to your advice doesn't do me any good, so I'm going to go through with that one.
Okay.
Light smoke on window, so they can't be re-peeked as they work into connector. Shroud. Open for Tetris. Has to be cautious of the fact that they are walking in from connector. Good timing from nothing. Thanks for the AK and the Molotov. It's going to be KNG to get Shroud, though, because he's left too far wide. KNG's going to turn around with his 13 HP to try and watch off connector as well. Steel needs to be very careful not to peek this. He doesn't need to. There's absolutely no need to face and give Skadoodle a chance to walk through the vents. And Skadoodle knows it and can't work his way inside of the site. So the plant comes in for Immortals. Henny's going to find Stewie. Another double up setup on the T side. It looks like it's going to be promising for them as Nothing tries to walk in behind and spoil it all. They knew he was in Palace, but they'd seemingly forgotten about him because he strikes while the iron's hot. And now it's down to a 3 versus 2 tap. Watch connector. Bomb has a smoke on it, so if they find the kill at A main, they could have gone back toward it. No, I take that back. Smoke was thrown out on the wrong side of it. So KNG takes Skadoodle easily, and it goes 10-5.
Does indeed. Immortals do recover the situation towards the end. 3 rounds in a row in the last 3. So that's not too bad considering I think they were 10-2 down at one stage. This is actually looking okay for them. Immortals with that B rush, they get right back in the game. Like I said, they win the pistol in the second half. Still could be anyone's map. The NA teams famously struggle to close out games. But we'll see how this pistol fares for them. We're going to have a Superman purchase here from Stewie2K. He's got the Tech9 armor. And we've also got a smoke, Molotov, a couple of flashbangs, and 2 sets of armor. It should have been nothing that dropped them out of the Tech9, sorry. And this normally suggests something like a B rush or something very quick indeed. This is looking promising to be a split, though. We can see we've got nothing at the A ramp, who's deployed, I think, a flashbang over. And this could be running a connector here. Henny to defend.
Good play, Stewie. Henny defends absolutely nothing, Henry. Bombs well inside of the site, though, but look at the positions, because KNG's still towards CT, and they've got Firebox cut off by Lucas. So Shroud has gone down, but this could be everything. Oh, good shot to start it. They've still got no idea, no one to turn around. Stewie finds 2 kills, still not turning around. He's going to steal the round away.
That will do. Jesmanillo is going to go horribly wrong. I'm not sure what Shroud was thinking there with the bomb. Faces CT spawn where he knows 2 players are at and actually loses it. It drops in the open. Luckily, Stewie's assertive, he's confident, goes through that vent, and it doesn't get much better than this. 2 blind players in front of him, Tech9, body armor as well. He's feeling good about himself, takes down 3 kills, secures the round as well. So 11-5, and number 17 now, of course, the force buy from Immortals. They actually won the pistol in the first half and got shut down by this very round. So let's see if Immortals can do the same here. CZs, P250s, and Deagles. Bolts pushes off towards short, but Stewie's already in on the A side. So great map control and nothing looking towards CPL. Might be taken down here. It's close, but he finds a frag. Stewie, as we mentioned before, on the A site. Taken down by Lucas. This is getting dicey now. Why are they by themselves? Shroud caught out once again. I thought nothing was almost done for there as well, but managed to stay alive just about on 5 HP. I think Immortals going to win this round.
Do you? Ooh, nothing has other ideas. It's about even in the HP, but nothing's actually controlled at all with his 5. It's no, sorry, it's Lucas. I thought it was KG for some reason. It's Lucas that's going to try and save the day. Has head armor, has an AK, but rather than sit back, he fancies his chances. No kit. Nothing's so low in this, but Skadoodle is going to spot him first. If he wins that, that should be the round. He should be able to take this now. All he has to do is find nothing. Unfortunately, he's got no idea where he is. It's a tough angle to check as well because it's so open, so nothing gets the jump on him.
Oh, nothing there. He got an ace as well, Matt. With 5 HP, I think he got 4 kills. That was unbelievable. How he stayed alive for so long. Great work by him. Held his nerve after going so low. That UMP delivers, farms a ton of money as well. That's a huge round, and this is where he lost everything. So he gets the first kill, 5 HP, 4 more after that. Here's a replay. It's great to see how it's actually panned out for him. How did he survive for so long? I have no idea, but he got it done. A little bit of baiting with his teammates there, but it works out. Block comes in and wins the 1v1 as well. That's fantastic stuff by Nothing. Such a big round. If they lose that, I think that could be them tilted and maybe out of this game and allowing Immortals to get that huge comeback once again. Luckily, though, doesn't happen. 12-5, going to be a full eco here for Immortals. They've got a few upgraded pistols with Stewie. He's taking care of those, finds the first kill as he pushes in towards the kitchen. Skadoodle gets a kill as well. 5-on-3, that should be it. We're looking at 13-5. And with the force buy in the second round, it's going to be a difficult first gun round for Immortals here. They might... Okay, they're going to have KNG on an AWP and probably same story for Henny as well. But very limited AWP players.
Cloud9, my hat's off to you.
Looking good, aren't they?
I didn't think you had it in you. That doesn't work. You get it. Look at that beard. It's divine.
Yeah, I'm very jealous.
So yours grows out.
Yeah,
in about a year.
It's not quite as thick.
I think you need to just throw away all your razors and let everything grow.
Let it all go.
Yeah, let your hair come back. Let the beard come in.
It's getting some length from there now. Oh, it's getting there. I'm getting a shave from the Tuesday.
Well, what's the point of that?
Oh.
I don't understand. Henny, smoke down, trying to find a gap underneath it before they cross to the boxes at the top of middle. Flames in. Nothing to walk forward in the smoke. Over and Steel peeks out. Only gets one though. Nothing's immediate. The trade and then checks catwalk, but he can't land. And Bolt's aim is already set, so it's straightforward for the FAMAS, but Automatic is there to trade us. He can't set his aim fast enough for the second. Look at the tag and the damage he's done though.
Yeah.
Double op retake, I don't fancy it.
No armor, no kits. Okay, Henny's got armor, but I think you have to work out, do we save it? I don't think they really can afford to. They can't go down 14-5 so early on. Great positions here. Stewie, no one's pre-firing this, surely. I always say this and it goes wrong, but he manages to nail it. That's one of the orbs dead, and the second as well, up to KNG. This is a classic first gun round from the T side here, especially when the CTs have gone for that force buy in the second round. You know their utilities are going to be low. The orbs are going to be out trying to find first picks. You do a simple B execution, trade frags, exactly what they did. Wasn't too flashy. Cloud9 is making sure they're sticking together, getting the refrags in that B side, smoke towards window and the kitchen as well. Like we said, the CTs won't have the flashbangs to push out there. They're looking for the time to kind of work in their favor, the smoke to dissipate, then they can do something with it. But Cloud9 have already positioned themselves in a fantastic setup, and nothing Immortals can do, losing all their weaponry there. All 5 players going down, and this is looking like it might be it. But, as I mentioned before, Matt, the NA teams struggle to close out games. These are the sort of rounds that elude them up against the UMPs, the Famases, the Pistols. Let's get this first pick, though, and slow down. They should be absolutely fine, but KNG looking to be an absolute nuisance here. Gets first pick, and Bolts and Lucas now chiming in. This is going to be anyone's round.
Henry.
Enrique, it's the Brazilian version of Henry.
That's why I don't like him. Yeah. Tries to spot over the smoke toward Palace. Can't do it. Automatic's already pushed through. Catches off steel. Bolts goes down as well. Do you think the bolts are made of steel? Or are they titanium bolts?
Titanium bolts.
Ah, okay. Okay. And Cloud9's got 15 rounds already, Hank.
Yeah, this has been one of the fastest games of the tournament. That aggressive stance.
You know what? It actually is. I'm very impressed we're here already. I don't know what time this started, but it feels like 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, it's just because Cloud9 and their CT Alpha pushing every single round and making the duels happen. That's what I loved about it. Like, why not? They said they want to have a lack of respect for their opponents this tournament. We didn't see so much of it that there's bad starts. That's when they seem to crumble. But if they get the pistol, they start rolling. They didn't actually win. They won the second round force buy. They felt confident. Let's just take the duels. We know we're better aimers. Let's get in their faces. And look at the scoreline. It's working for them. First pick for Stewie. Nice shot from him. Desperate now for Immortals. Map point. UMPs, but the 5-7 delivers.
Flames to hold the face off. But Shroud's got Lucas down. It's all into Henny. Channel your inner Clara, Henny, because you've got no chance. He's got one already. Automatic's down.
It's over.
He's got an AK now.
He does, but no nades, no kit. Bomb planted. He's on the wrong side of the map. I will give him a 5% chance to win. How about that?
A 5%?
Yeah. No, I've gone down to three now.
Thank you for the odds, Phantom Lord.
3%.
Okay, I'm not going to go down this pot.
1%.
Okay. Might as well go for it. Come on, give us
0.
something pretty. Are you really going to let this time out? That is so anticlimactic. At least fake it. I've had girlfriends that fake anticlimax is better than this. Come on, Henny. Thank you. Thank you, nothing, for ending it quickly for us. 16-5, Cloud9 take map 1. That means we could well be on for 3 maps, but I think Cloud9's in position to actually take this now.
Yeah, like I said, going into this one, the kind of pressure's off. They know they've made the major qualifier. That's the play style we like to see from Cloud9.
Yeah.
Lack of respect, pushing in their faces. Skidoo hitting the shots as well, Stewie automatic every single round. Even if they're losing, sometimes they've got the players to back them up. Nothing's having a great tournament. He's picking up the pieces. Shroud not pushing that many numbers, but he managed to recover that one big round for them. So that was enough. Good performance.
Well, that said, we'll head to the panel for what might be our last time between maps. Not our last time overall, because we got at least one more map coming up, and then they've got to do a wrap-up, I'm sure. But that's it. Just take it.
Thank you. Smooth, but thank you. Yeah, very aggressive, but also very impressive.
Good one.
Cloud9 there, right?
That was nice.
Thanks.
That was really nice.
I'm taking a leaf out of Matt's book.
Matt is his reference game.
Can we not?
His reference game was more than on point in that game. I enjoyed the Clara reference. That was really good.
that meme has got to die right now.
All right, let's.
That meme got boring
instantly.
really quickly.
Let's break this one down.
Yes.
There's one round that defines the CT side for Cloud9. That's automatic with an AWP, jumping out window and pushing underpass and finding a frag. And that to me just spells, you know, disaster. It shouldn't work, but it did. And the fact that Cloud9 thrive in the chaos just proves that the system that they need to employ is this on a consistent basis. The problem is this style of Counter-Strike is not consistent. So, look, they won the game. They looked really good. The aggression worked, the aggressive moves, people playing in smokes, pushing up mid, always going for the frags, taking the fight to Immortals and not getting run over like they did yesterday on the second half of their cage game. But, look, I'm just going to say that it is good to see them firing on all cylinders like this and everybody contributing. it's just hard to see this style working against, you know, a team of higher skill, like a FaZe or an Astralis or something like that, right?
Do you think it's a case that they're doing this because that's just their only setup that they can do, or they're doing it because they know they can get away with it at this level? Do you think they would change it up if they were against higher team?
I think this is the best style that suits the players in the team, right? And that is hard to replicate because that requires your stars to be on fire, right? So if Stewie and Automatic aren't hitting those shots, nothing's not coming up clutch in certain situations, then you can be in trouble. But it is working for them right now, so I definitely can't fault them. They looked amazing in this situation and in the context of this grand final, off to a one-map lead.
Do we feel like we're seeing a different Immortals here? Are we seeing a less powerful Immortals than we've recognized over the last 2-3 days?
Yeah, I mean they definitely were, but it could be pretty hard to adjust against a team playing like what Cloud9 just did, you know. He's for a number of reasons, but I mean especially in the middle of the game, if you feel like you know you have certain setups you like to run, you have certain things you want to do, and you're just getting shut down way before you ever get into position to actually do any of those things, and then by the time you adjust it, the team's already a bit angry and everything's sort of gone out the window. And I mean, between this and the second map, I think they can adjust and hopefully they can shut down Cloud9 a little bit earlier. Sure. I'm not done with the first point yet.
Okay.
You said you don't think they can play this style of Counter-Strike against, for like, it won't work forever, you said.
It won't work consistently because it relies on way too many win conditions. They don't have a structure to fall back on, right?
Okay, so what is the time frame that you've defined to say say it won't work consistently if they play it for a week or a month or a year?
Literally within the frame of one tournament.
All right, you think the inconsistency is that high?
Over the space of a week, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I say if you think that, then I'm on board with it. But I'm sort of wondering, like, I think some of the good eras that we've had in Counter-Strike seem to have been like you couldn't exactly define why the Fnatic era ended, apart from the fact that they seem to have some personal problems in the team and
wrist injuries and stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff like that. But apart from that, even towards the end, at some point it just seems like the gas goes out of the balloon. Like the confidence goes away a little bit. Some of the crazy moves they did before don't work the same way.
They get countered.
Yeah. I mean, and you get countered, then you lose some more confidence. And then after a while, you would think you probably feel like you're doing the same thing you've been doing all along, but it isn't working the same way. So I feel like maybe if you are a team like this and you have people like Stu and Automatic, maybe the thing to do is to say, we're going to play this brand of Counter-Strike and just pray to God that it works this major.
Yeah.
No, because what are the chances you can't? I don't think you can do it anymore to win 3 or 4 majors in a row or something. That's not going to happen.
Look, I agree that they should just stick to this style with their current team. With this roster, this is the way that they should play. And the thing that they need to do is constantly reinvent the wheel every time. Have as many new aggressive CT moves as one can possibly think of to keep it as fresh as possible. Because eventually, if you start doing something and it works, you're going to keep doing it, right? We talk about this. They need to keep it as fresh as possible and make it as random to counter as humanly possible. For sure.
When Envy were in their
peak
era, when they were doing everything crazy, they would go. They would. I would say they would be sort of a party team. What's the nice way of putting it?
A party team.
They would.
They love to party.
They love to party.
They do love to party.
I would say they had sort of a crazy style. They didn't prepare like a whole lot. Neither did Fnatic actually when they were doing well. They didn't have like a lot of sort of discipline like that. They seemed to just sort of have a good time. They would laugh. You saw this every time you put the camera shot on them, right? They'd won a Tech9 round even though they were down like 14-7 or something, and then they come back and win 16-14, right? They just seemed to all sort of be a joke and all be good fun, and they were the best in the world, at some point. So I'm just wondering if you can keep it going without. I mean, I don't think you can fake it. I think you have to genuinely feel like, haha, we're just rolling over you guys. It's hilarious, and I'm jumping through a smoke and killing you. But if you can, But if you can keep that attitude going in the right tournament. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're just doing it to win, sort of games in an online league or something like that. Then it's not really worth it. But if you do it in, let's say, the major qualifier and you actually qualify for the major for it, then
you got that sticker money. In your wallet.
More power to you. But I agree that if you scale the time frame long enough and you say, well, can this style work for the next 8 months? And no, definitely not. People will find a way to stop it. But next month maybe.
Do we have time, James?
Well, what we need to do though first.
Oh, your mummy's MVP.
Indeed, as we've known to grow and love over the last 3-4 days. After every map, we give someone the mummy MVP, and this time it's nothing.
Holy hell, 6.
6. That's highest today.
Where is it coming from? I don't know. I mean, nothing is. Nothing is such
I think he showed his experience in this game. I think he played very well.
Yeah, but I'm going to sound negative, but Nothing was one of those players I had also slightly written off as a
top contender.
As a top contender.
Not as a little soldier.
Yeah, I just
or a little man.
Little man.
It really, he's obviously such a character, and he's such a funny and nice guy, you know. So, but it looked for a while like the lights had gone out in his eyes, you know, that he's wasn't really enjoying playing the game at all, and that they weren't winning anything anyway. So, yeah, I'm impressed.
I think he can play both styles, aggressive and passive, but I think he does better with the aggressive, dictating the pace. Like, Henry was touching on the desk. They were actually taking an initiative, and they were dictating the pace of the game to Immortals. And I think he's a player that can thrive in that situation along with the likes of Stewie and Automatic. Yeah. I just think the other two let them down in that regard, right? If they had 5 people that all wanted to embrace the darkness, in that sense, get yourself like a combat AWPer, and everybody does it, which is what it feels like Immortals. They're kind of heading in that direction, right? They might have like one person you'd say is a proper anchor, whereas everyone else is more of like a flex pick. I hate that I'm using that Overwatch term, but I can't really think of a better one.
No, that's fair enough. Okay, cool. So, Immortals, they are on the ropes. So now we will hear from one of their players. It is Steel.
Hey, I'm Steel. I'm from